G'day everybody, welcome back to our playthrough of Dinkum. Hope you guys are doing well. In the previous episode we did a little bit of a mixed bag of things. We definitely made a bit of money by going to Jimmy, selling stacks of 50 of things that we don't really want or need. We also sold off Ed the 7th. We're gonna need to do something about getting a replacement, obviously, so that we can keep getting some small eggs. And yeah, I guess maybe in this episode we're going to focus on two things specifically. One is focusing a little bit more on, well, again, the project, but specifically the water beds that we need for the landscaping. And yes, we did do a little bit of landscaping in the previous episode as well, and then we tried to I guess get more keys, but then towards the end I sort of didn't realize that we needed to recharge the metal detector, so we ended up sort of digging around in various locations, but not exactly doing much dredging. So we'll see if we can actually do some of that dredging in this episode. So let's just get organized here at the farm. So doing all of the usual things. And yeah, we're gonna need quite a few of the hunks of meat. We're gonna probably need to start thinking about hunting more to try and get more meat. A couple of things from the various town folks here. So we've got some copper from Sheila, very nice. And Sally is giving us some meat. Oh, perfect. Just when we need it. Unfortunately, it's only one hunk of meat, so that's not really gonna cut it, is it? But we'll see if we can maybe consider doing a little bit more hunting at some point. I don't know about doing it today, because I feel like every day we're a little bit distracted when it comes to trying to do the dredging that we're supposed to be doing. Did he just ignore that? No, okay, he's eating. That's good. Then there's Ein over this side. Can have a hunk of meat there. I just don't want Spike getting too close to the river, so I'm just gonna quickly grab him. We'll, you know, get him to tag along with us, and we'll drop him off here, where he's supposed to be hanging around and playing. Alright, so let's deal with the other farm animals here. So a little bit of milking there, and Kwandong for you, shearing. And I am actually really thinking about whether or not I want to get another Vombat, because we do have a problem when it comes to normal milk. So we have been doing the whole, you know, replacing of Ed constantly throughout the seasons, and perhaps maybe we should be doing something similar for our Vombats. So yeah, maybe I'll have a think about that. That way we can actually get a supply of lower quality milk. Should stash that there. We can keep the coffee here. Have a bit of coffee to get us going a little bit quicker in the day. We might have some farming to do, so I'm just going to quickly grab our onion seeds and beetroot seeds. And yeah, I'm just looking at the day here, or the date rather. It's 24th, which means that there's only 4 more days to be growing stuff, which can be a little bit of a concern when we're in a transition period between 2 seasons. These onions are probably going to still take a little bit of time. I'm thinking, depending on when the crops actually mature, but I'm just looking around here. I don't think there's any beetroots that need harvesting either. So this could be our last harvest, in fact, and perhaps maybe if they are ready in the next 4 days, what we'll do is we'll just leave them in there. And yeah, I think they survive the first day of the next season. So yeah, if we need to, we can just like harvest them on the 1st of autumn. Obviously the 1st of autumn is going to be a very big farming day because we're going to need to organize and reorganize the farm to accommodate for more autumn crops. I don't suppose there's new crops in autumn though, considering it's a summer sun update. I'd imagine just new crops for the summer and that's it. But yeah, definitely want to get more pumpkins as much as we can. Yeah, so there we go. Don't exactly, or didn't really need to bring all of those seeds with me, but that's okay. We'll just have to put them back now. Brilliant, brilliant. Bush limes, great. Just going to stash away the seeds and then we'll make our way into the workshop. And yeah, we need to figure out how to make those water beds. It's been a while since I've actually made some more, so I'm trying to remember how we actually get that achieved. I think it's probably about just going to the workbench and doing it from there, possibly. But I'm sure we'll figure it out pretty quickly. I'll grab some more bush limes. Oh, more quandongs here and more bush limes. Yeah, I'm trying to gather up as much as I can as we sort of see these things because if we can convert them into jams and stuff, you never know, maybe Sheila might be interested in buying some of these things. So, yeah. Anyway. So it's 10:30. In about a half an hour's time, we do need to go and visit Rain in her greenhouse. We do need to buy more jacaranda saplings, try and get them growing immediately. Do I want to drop in stuff for jams? It might not be a bad idea. We do have plenty of quandongs here. We should be able to get 4 going. Because I think we've got plenty of teas already. So we could probably hold back on the teas for a little bit. Let's dump that in there. Wheat is grinding, which is good. We are probably going to need to work on some copper bars, guys. We don't have a lot, but I have a feeling that the copper bars are going to be required for making some sprinklers. And the sprinklers are what we're going to need to actually make the water beds as well. So yeah, that's the reason for that. We could do bush lime jams. Okay, let's go into town. Actually, let me check. Okay, we've got 1 item in there. I don't know if we actually have a normal black shirt. In fact, I don't think we do. So maybe I might take that home with me, actually. I don't mind having a spare black shirt. Alright, cool. And let's check on the board. A Jackaroo capture reward. We haven't accepted this, right? Mainly because we don't have the milk for it. Anyway, let's go see Rain. 25k, yeah, that's good. We still have a mill in our pockets, and I feel uncomfortable carrying around so much cash with me all the time. So let's just stash that away. So deposit 1 million. So we're at 22, almost halfway. Goodness me. Still a while away to get what we need. Or to get the halo. Let's do even more copper ores here. Okay, so let's look into what's required for the water beds. What sub-menu may they be under? Here. Water beds. Bags of cement pearls and copper bars. Okay, pearls could be a problem. Bags of cement, okay. Oh, it's pouring down rain now. Not the greatest day. Let's get more cement made. And yeah, we do need to check on the pearls though. Pearls... We do have some, not a lot. But it's probably a good excuse for us to go out there and, you know, be foraging for more pearls. Since we now have a need. And you never know, if we can get like a stack of 50 pearls at some point, we could always sell more to Jimmy as well, and that gives us quite a bit of cash. Let's check in with Sheila to see what she's accepting for the day. You never know, there might be an opportunity here. Ooh, okay. So she's buying quiches. I don't know if we have a lot, to be honest, but I think we might, at the very least, have a few. So let's check in on that, not before we just keep dumping some of the materials in here. Okay, we could end up just going around and around and around there, so maybe let's not do that. Ooh, okay, we've got actually quite a lot of quiches. So I'm gonna sell 25 quiches and see how she feels about that, and how generous she's going to be. Yeah, let's grab all of this. So I might actually quickly do that right this moment, because I know she likes to sort of leave the Tucker box midway in the day and then come back later. Welcome to the Tucker box. What can I do for you, doll? Let's sell you all of my quiches. Some great produce here, Blue. How does 344,000 sound for it? Oh, okay, sure. It's not a, you know, a terribly big amount, but I suppose it's still pretty decent. I believe she pays the best rate for any food type of product, right? Compared to John or Jimmy. Jimmy just pays quite a bit more for bulk items, but not to the rate of what the Tucker box pays us. So yeah, got to keep that in mind. And that's why I'm sort of still hanging on to a lot of our produce here. A lot of the foods that we've made is because, well, if I sell it to Jimmy, I'm probably not going to make as much money. I'm going to have to sort of hang on to them for a little bit until we get lucky with the Tucker box. Alright, so waterbeds. We do get 8 in the one batch, so let's not go too crazy here. I might start off with... yeah, maybe 32 might not be a bad idea. So now that we've got that, we can go back to our project site, and yeah, we can get this in, and we can get the jacaranda saplings in as well. And from there, we are sort of free to do what we want to do, and I figure maybe we'll get the whole dredging activity started pretty early in this episode, because I keep wanting to do some dredging and then something happens and we don't end up doing it. So yeah, we'll definitely do it this time around. Do I want to fly there? I suppose I could. I could do that. I think it's roughly in that direction. One thing that might need to be done fairly soon is also the large farm. We might need to swing by and check on whether or not it's done, because yeah, I mean, I would like to keep it producing as often as it can, really, because you never know, we might get a request for more wheat from the Tucker box, or maybe even more sugarcane. So it's always nice to have like a bit of a supply going. Righto, so we did plant our jacaranda tree the other day. So I'm just going to quickly spot where that is. Yep, just over there. So that's going to obviously grow nice and large. And then, yeah, I want another jacaranda tree sort of right in this spot over here. Or should we put it here? Maybe this is not a bad spot for it. I feel like we could do one over here potentially. Yeah, let's do that. So, yeah, so then you can actually see all three of them, right? So one over here, one on this ledge here, and then another one on this side. So, I mean, assuming you're looking at the whole place from the entrance of the track. So, anyway. So put that down and let's just get that planted. Very good. I wonder if you can actually put some fertilizer for the jacaranda tree and whether or not that's actually going to make the tree grow larger than it usually is, as we've seen with gum trees, and I assume other trees, it can work for other trees as well. Alright, looking good, but I think maybe we probably do need a few more of the water beds, to be honest. And yeah, I was wrong actually, we don't need the sprinklers for the water beds, it's just copper bars. And I initially thought it might be sprinklers because we actually make, well, sprinklers from the copper bars, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's looking really nice. Obviously need a little bit more. I would say maybe another 32, possibly even more, to cover this entire place. So we don't have to do that right now though. I think we can probably come back to that in another episode. That way we can get started with our dredging. So let's do it. So what I might do is I might actually swing by to the big farm just so that we can... Oh, okay, Ted is here, but I don't think we really need anything from Ted right now. We've got our trusty trident now. Again, I haven't really put it to a stress test, right? Like, I think the best way to tell if a weapon is worthwhile is if you use it in, say, the deep mines, whether or not it's actually proving to be quite handy. Doesn't look like the farm is ready just yet, guys, so we probably don't need to worry about the farm for now. Okay, so let's land. And yeah, we're just gonna prepare ourselves for the dredging. Probably just want to empty out the stuff that we've got in our pockets right now. This cloth is maybe something worth selling to Jimmy as well. We can sell him 2 stacks of cloth now, right? That's pretty good. Maybe we might make quite a bit of money from that. Wheat. I'll probably hang on to the wheat. And all this other stuff. More quandongs. And I suppose maybe we might have space for the bush limes now, so let's just quickly check on that. Brilliant, okay. So let's stash that away. Yeah, looking good. Let's maybe put these away as well. Great. Everything else we sort of need to carry with us. And we just need tools for the job. Grab that. I think that's all we need, really. Oh, one thing that we can actually do, provided Erwin's still working until 6. Yes, he is still working till 6. Okay, so we don't have a Vombat here just yet. Oh, I didn't know the Pleeps... Pleep Puggle. What is a Pleep Puggle? That's a Pleep Puggle. She's a cutie, right? You've got a good home for her. She's all yours for 25,000. I think a Pleep Puggle is a baby version of the Pleep, I guess. Let's get ourselves a replacement for Ed. So we're getting Ed the 8th here. So, yep, we'll give her a home. Oh, great. Now, I think we should give her a name. Let's go with Ed the 8th. Can we caps that? No, okay. Yeah, it's really weird. You have to do small letters before you can do another caps letter. So let's just go like that. 5,000 dink. This is so great. Please take good care of Ed the 8th. I keep wanting to say 8 first. I'm going to miss her. Don't worry, mate. We'll take good care of her until we need to sell her off. Which sounds horrible. That's alright. She'll get all of the food and all of the love from all of the other animals in the area, but not from us. It's kind of cruel if you think about it, because like it's almost implying that the small normal eggs are gotten from having depressed animals that receive no love. Best not to think too much about it. Oh, okay, you've made it into the pond. Don't know how that happened, but anyway. Okay, so let's land here. Let's get good old Ed into her position. And yeah, she should be pretty happy with being there. Just having a look here, we've got only 4 food trays here. That's a little bit of a worry. If I do want to get like another Vombat. But obviously I can't get another Vombat today. There was no Vombat available, but yeah, maybe I might start thinking about trying to get like that plain milk. I know a lot of people have mentioned that in the comments, and I keep sort of saying that, well, the reason why I don't want to is because, you know, I don't feel good about not petting the Vombat, but at the end of the day, I'm sort of doing that for Ed the 8th anyway, so I suppose there's no real excuse not to do it. So we'll try and do it. That way we can actually make all of the things. We have a full repertoire of recipes to get into when Chef Blue returns. I mean, look, Chef Blue doesn't have to always do the work. We can probably do the cooking ourselves, but you know, it's always nice having Chef Blue around. Now, too bad, you know, mixing drinks isn't a thing, because I would love to have Mixologist Blue here. Oh god, alright. I was not paying attention. Right. Yeah, using the trident still feels a little bit weird to me. I feel the battle shovel is still probably a better weapon, but I wonder if you can get, like, fish or something from here. I suppose it might be useful against, maybe sharks and stuff. It'd be maybe a good thing to try out, when you're trying to hunt more alpha sharks, perhaps. and hopefully we'll be able to find those alpha sharks. Again, I'm sort of still thinking about whether or not I want to do that big stream where we're going to be spending like 100 keys. This is essentially what we're doing to sort of work towards it, right? To get as many keys as we can. But yeah, if you guys have any opinions on whether or not you'd like to see a stream for the final episode, I mean, I could just record the episode and, you know, do a longer episode that way. But I don't know, I feel like longer episodes lend a little bit well to being a stream, perhaps, and, you know, maybe I can interact with you guys a little bit more. That is, if you're actually available during the streaming time. Which, yeah, living down under makes things a little bit harder to actually catch people, so yeah, we'll have to see. I might have to figure out a good hour to stream that doesn't peeve off the missus as well. Because, you know, I don't mind streaming like really, really late at night, but the missus might have a problem with that. Alright. Let me actually get the key in position, that way we can sort of track how many keys we've found so far. I'm sort of considering whether or not it might be better for us to, you know, get rid of the barrels and the bins all in the one go, rather than sort of stopping to try and take all of them out one by one. So maybe I'll leave them, because this is also like a nice sort of billabong. We're not sort of going in one direction, if that makes sense. It's just a general area. So I'll come back, provided I can actually see where they are. I mean, it is pretty dark. Nice find there. Yeah, because sometimes, you know, having to switch to other equipment constantly, that might actually slow down the entire process. So, just trying something new. Something different. Plenty of barrels and stuff here, though, which is nice. I mean, unintentionally, I feel like the main activity that we're getting into is always dredging. Not exactly my favorite activity in the game, but still. Which actually brings me to a question. I mean, if you guys are playing the game as well, and not just watching, what is your favorite activity in Dinkum? Because I'm curious, actually, because everyone plays the game a little bit differently. So it'd be interesting to hear what other people get up to when they play the game, and what are their main activities, maybe again also unintentionally, but also what are your favorite things to do? I feel like for me, probably the farming. I quite enjoy the farming process in this game. It is kind of repetitious, but you know, kind of enjoyable to see produce at the end of the day. And then also ultimately sort of cooking up a storm with the produce that you've created is kind of pretty cool, you know? From farm to plate. Let's have a little bit of coffee here just to move a little bit faster. Also before the time ticks over to 12 o'clock. I feel like we've done like a massive dredge here. I feel like I haven't really visited the billabongs in a very, very long time, resulting in perhaps maybe so many of these treasures spawning. I mean, perhaps maybe they've spawned for ages and we've just never really come to this place to try and get stuff, so there's so much. Even this, another amber chunk, which again I've been ignoring all of my amber chunks, needing to sell the amber chunks. I wonder if perhaps at some point something would get introduced where we would actually be needing some amber. Oh lord, I forget about the whole physics thing. There we go. Alright, hopefully that's on there properly and it's not going to move around or anything like that. I mean, look at this. So many things to dig up. I think over here as well. Yeah, there we go. Surely there've got to be like a few keys around here, right? Imagine if we opened all of these things and none of them contained keys. I would be very, very sad if that happened. Okay, cool. So I think what we'll do, since it's 12 o'clock, I know there's probably even more here, but I think at this point I'm probably wanting to just like break down all of the things that we've actually managed to find. And yeah, we can always come back here to just continue more of the metal detecting and, you know, seeing if we can find more stuff. I'm just trying to see where we've sort of ended up, so maybe if we can remember that we need to sort of start from around here. I think we've gone sort of around already, perhaps maybe closer to the center. We might not have done a lot of the detecting just yet, but if we start from here, at the very least we should be able to get another big chunk there, so that's my view on it anyway. So yeah, let's just try and get to all of these barrels that we've uncovered. Again, here's the risk, because now I don't remember where all of them are, but I mean, it shouldn't be too hard to find them. Okay, and I think that's us done. We kind of did a full circle, didn't we? I'm just trying to see if there's any other barrels we've missed. Like this one. I think we're kind of done. Yeah, but there's definitely still plenty more out here. So, yeah, we definitely should be coming back. Anyway, I think in the next episode we'll probably be doing something very, very similar to this episode, to be honest, because, you know, there's still a need for more of the water beds, which we're currently constructing. For all of the landscaping that we're doing. I think maybe in the next episode, since we've found this amber. Whoop. Okay. Yep. That. Maybe we should think about selling a lot of this amber to John. So maybe I'll spend quite a bit of the day trying to weigh all of the amber and sell it off. Right, so just here to tidy up the inventory a little bit. We're at 30 keys at the moment, that's good. So getting closer and closer to the number that we want. Let's throw away these things. Croc meat. And we've got more eggs, more croc teeth. All of that can go in there, and yeah, that's something for John. We do need to stash away our helmet, so let's go ahead and do that. Oh, hang on. Ooh, there we go. I've just spotted that. Yeah, I had a feeling that we were keeping some water beds stashed away somewhere. In case we needed more water beds. So I'm glad I found that, and we can actually hopefully make some use of them. But there's definitely a likelihood that we would accidentally make too much for tomorrow and, well, the coming episodes as well. So, I mean, look, if we happen to make too much, we can always just sell spares to John. But I didn't do that time because I thought water beds were a little bit more difficult to make, but I guess they're actually not that hard to make at all. So anyway, a pretty regular old day today, I feel, but I think we made a lot of progress with various things. I'm happy about finding 10 keys today, which is really, really good. Hunting might also be on the agenda tomorrow, because we are running out of meat. Anyway, guys, I am signing out here. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, leave a like down below. Otherwise, stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one.